With the release of 1.12 right around the corner, some of us in the community couldn't be more excited for what's in store with Minecraft. With the last update to the game officially having come out in November of last year, you can be certain that most of us are dying for something new and exciting to mess around with. With new mobs, features, and plenty more coming in what's called the World of Color update, we've got our hopes set pretty high. In this video, we're going to be chatting about what's been confirmed to be featured in Minecraft's upcoming update, and maybe you'll end up learning something if you haven't been keeping up. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So our first update comes in the form of advancements. In the in-game menu, you'll find that the Achievements tab has been replaced with a section now called Advancements. And if you haven't already guessed it, Advancements have completely replaced Achievements entirely. While this doesn't inherently break the game by any standard, it does change the way that your achievements are organized, and it's added a few more. As you can see, there are 5 categories of advancements, the first being Minecraft, the second being Nether, the third being The End, the fourth as Adventure, and the fifth as Husbandry. Minecraft covers generic achievements such as Stone Age, Diamonds, and things of that nature. Nether covers goals specific to that dimension, such as breaking into a fortress, getting a blaze rod, among other things. The End also covers goals specific to that dimension, such as killing the Ender Dragon, holding the Dragon Egg, escaping the island, and more. Adventure covers advancements such as killing all types of hostile mobs, trading with a villager, finding every biome, among other things. The last advancement tab, Husbandry, covers things centered around farming, breeding animals, eating all types of food, and plenty more. Another new addition that falls into the same realm as advancements comes in the form of a recipe book. The recipe book is comparable to the console and pocket edition of the game's crafting systems, but more so how pocket edition works. With the recipe book, players are now able to be shown what they are able to make given the items that they have, but also an organized list of what can and can't be made. To learn how to craft a specific object, you must find an item in that recipe. This update was added for multiple reasons, one of them being so that players would not have to use outside sources to remember a crafting recipe that they may have forgotten, and so new players can have a helping hand in learning the basics of the game. Like advancements, the new recipe book is broken into sections. The first section contains every single recipe that you have unlocked and gained access to. The second tab showcases weapons, tools, and armor. The third tab shows materials for building. The fourth shows food and other things. And the fifth tab contains recipes for redstone-related blocks such as levers, buttons, repeaters, etc. A list for all recipes for your recipe book can be found on the Minecraft wiki. A link will be included in the description below for you to check out. So, as per usual, one of the most exciting parts about certain updates are the inclusion of new mobs to the game. In this update, the Parrot will be making its debut in Minecraft. The Parrot mob comes in 5 different colors and looks absolutely mesmerizing. Parrots are completely passive and will not attack the player under any circumstance. They can fly around and will follow a player when tamed by feeding them cookies, which is a bit of an odd move because don't feed cookies to birds, please. Parrots will also follow the player, either by walking on the ground or by flying behind you. If you walk into your parrot, you can get them to sit on your shoulder, which is pretty cool. What makes this even better though is the fact that you can have 2 parrots sitting on your shoulders at a time. If you jump, the birds will dismount you and should come flying back to your shoulders, or should at least continue following you. If you play music on a jukebox, you'll quickly see your small feathered friend dancing to the tune. One of the last extremely handy things that you'll also see your flying companion end up doing is warning you about mobs. Parrots will imitate sounds of hostile mobs within a 20 block radius at a higher pitch. This will allow you to differentiate the sound of your parrot and any enemies nearby. It's an extremely handy feature as we've never really been able to be warned about mobs like creepers unless you hear their footsteps or you hear them explode at the very last minute. If you thought the World of Color update would only have a new mob, a revamped achievement system, and a recipe book, you would be poorly mistaken because it says the World of Color update. New blocks like Glazed Terracotta, Concrete Powder, and Concrete will be getting released in 1.12. For an entire video I uploaded a while back about the explanation of Glazed Terracotta and some build ideas with the new block, then click here. It should be noted, however, that Glazed Terracotta no longer sticks to sticky pistons. Glazed Terracotta will stick to slime blocks, but only from an angle that is pushing them. Concrete powder is a brand new block that can be created by placing 4 gravel, 4 sand, and a dye into a crafting table. Doing this, you will obtain 8 of the now dyed concrete powder. Concrete powder acts like sand and gravel, having the ability to fall. If concrete powder comes into contact with water, the block will harden and become concrete. If concrete powder is dropped onto a body of water, the block will solidify the moment it hits and will not sink. Rain or splash water bottles will not affect concrete powder's state. This new block is also extremely simplistic in its design, showing very little textures. This will allow for a much more pleasant building experience for players who enjoy creating a flat and vibrant sort of build like pixel art, rather than having a slightly toned down color like from hardened clay. On top of the inclusion of these new blocks, almost all dyeable blocks and mobs have gotten an upgrade in terms of vibrancy of color, hence the World of Color update. Sheep, banners, wool, and shulker boxes have been affected, but the regular purple shulker box has yet to be changed, and I don't think it will be, so it can match the purple blocks from the end, but all of its dyeable forms have become more vibrant. While on the subject of dyeable items, beds have also gotten their long-awaited update. Beds are now able to be dyed by creating a bed with white wool and making a white bed, and from that point you can add any dye to the bed through crafting and you will gain a dyed colored bed. The only downside to this update is that we've lost the ability to craft a bed with conflicting wool colors, but I think we can forgive that. Another addition that beds have gained is the fact that they're now a little bit bouncy. While you will most definitely still take a bunch of fall damage, you can fall from higher than you might be able to expect. At 41 blocks, the player will land with 1 heart, shooting them back into the air a couple of blocks and will take 1 final bit of damage, leaving the player with half a heart. It's pretty cool. So for the music makers in the Minecraft community, note blocks now officially have 6 new instruments to choose from. A note block on a block of gold will produce the sound of a bell, a note block on clay will produce the sound of a flute, on packed ice, the note block will chime like a chime, on wool it will sound like a guitar, and on a bone block it'll sound like a xylophone. Pretty neat. I'm fairly certain the note block community will definitely be taking advantage of this, and I'm looking forward to the songs that are coming as a result. There's also one more thing that's worth mentioning, the Illusioner mob, part of the Illager family, but they're only accessible right now via commands. Because of this, it is possible that they're going to be completely reworked before even being implemented into a later version, so for now I won't go into detail about them. But yeah, now you know all about Minecraft 1.12. Are you excited for this update? What's your favorite thing to come of this, and how will you utilize all of these new colors? Let me know in the comment section down below. But other than that, that just about does it for me for now. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like on it, because it would really help out myself, the channel, and the video quite a lot. But anyways guys, I hope you all enjoyed. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.